coast, beautiful from
so much history.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, city is a 1700-year-old city. You want to be a better person. That's why people go see Roger, Novak, Rafa. Because once you wake up, react to the world around you. No, take care of yourself. See, what do you need?
So it like push you out.
So let's say, you know, the instructor is behind me, and you get out, and you're dangling. You're like, you're like, that's a superpower.
Yeah.
We all have it, but we don't use it.
It's not an accident.
Yes.
It's a choice.
It's a choice.
I love it. Yeah.
It's a choice.
This is recording.
It's recording.
That's recording.
It's recording.
Izo, welcome to Melbourne
Thank you.
and welcome to the Australian Open. Who are you here to support?
First, thank you very much for having me with you in this beautiful scenery. I'm really happy to be here, and thank you for the invite. You know,
It's exciting to have you.
Yes,
Yeah.
to you, to your viewers. So I'm very humbled and grateful. And I'm here with Alex Kronic, and coaching her for last 4 months, and we just came here. Had experience through the qualies to determine before, and now here tomorrow we're actually playing the first round main draw and doubles. And
Good luck.
thank you very much.
Yes.
And I'm also grateful for Tennis Australia, and also Australia as a country to open the door for us, because knowing what you guys been through in 2 years, where people could not, even the people who are from their own country couldn't come in, and having us now here, I think I'm very grateful for that, and it's nice to be back. I really love it here. It's a great tournament, a great atmosphere. We just talked, a great city where everything's connected. You feel the city vibe, you feel the tournament vibe, you feel the everything, and nature. Look at us here.
Yeah,
So
I know, it's amazing.
I know.
Well,
I mean,
we tried to put out a complete best for you.
I think this is VIP treatment, if you
Yes.
ask me. So thank you for that.
Where were you born, and what was your favorite activity when you were little?
Ooh, too many activities. I was, like at that time in 90s where I was growing up, I was born in Split, Croatia. It's
Beautiful place.
Yes, country of 4.5 million people and city of 300,000 on the coast, Adriatic coast. Beautiful from
So much history.
Yes, city is a 1700-year-old city. From Romans to now, there's a lot of things to see, and now tourists are coming in, and it's becoming very, very popular. And as a kid, I was playing everything. With the sports, I always loved being with people, with the friends. So before there was of course now it's a different time, but before, to be with somebody, you need to go on the street. And we didn't have all these soccer fields or this. You just make whatever. You see something on TV, then you play a little tennis. You see basketball, you imitate, and you create, and you have imagination, and you just work your skills, how to be in the society, in the social skills. So I really like, now when I look at it back, I really like how we grew up. Maybe we didn't have a lot, but what we have is each other, and that was enough.
Imagination to make everything work.
Yes, agree, and also, and that's why I'm not blaming today's society, because kids and everybody, they are like this. No, it's not easy, because once you grow up with so many opportunities, and so who knows how we were maybe they're acting better than we would be in that situation. So it's not about blaming. It's just every time has different challenges, and you try to do the best you can in that environment.
And how did you get into tennis?
Like I said, my friends went on tennis. They went on taekwondo, I go on taekwondo. They go on judo, I go on judo. They go on basketball, that's where I go. And they went to tennis. And I was like, okay, let's go. And the first practice, I even came in the flip-flops because it was summer. The coach was like, okay, you need to roll out, okay? Tennis, we have different, because I'm not coming from sports family, and so I was learning along the way, and I really liked it. I started pretty late, so I was never in the top of my age, whatever, but I really enjoyed it. I going on the tournaments, competing, dreaming, and at that time you really need to have a role model. We had it Goran Ivanišević, and we all wanted to be like him. We watched his matches, especially in Australia. He would play this time, back home would be night or morning. So
I loved Goran's matches. He was great at aces, wasn't he?
He was great at aces.
Broke some records.
That's right.
Yes.
He was holding them for a long time, and also his personality, his character, everybody could connect.
He was very charismatic.
Yes, very charismatic, because he was genuine. If he would be crazy, it would be true crazy. If he was silly, it would be too silly. There was no acting, and I think that's why people really liked him. Plus, he was an amazing player at the time of great players. And so that's how I started tennis. I started pretty late, around age 10. And then slowly I got into it, stayed there, really liked it, and continue all the way till 18, where I went to college. And I could not play professional. I was not that good, you know, and I never saw myself playing professionally. You know, I didn't have the skills, I didn't have, so like, for me it was only.
So it was, at what point you decided that you will do coaching versus competitive tennis?
I didn't know I was going to do coaching. I didn't even know I'm going to continue playing tennis. Actually, I stopped at age 17 because I was like, you know what, I'll start college back home and this
What
and
did
that.
you study? What uni, what course?
Yes, so at that moment, I didn't know about US colleges. I just thought I'm going to quit tennis, that's it, 18, I'll start college in Croatia and do whatever and do like everybody else. And then somebody told me accidentally, and there's no accident in life, you meet people because you need to meet them. And they said, you know what, if you go to US, you can play tennis, you could earn your degree. I was like, wow, it looked like a whole brand new world to me. And I tried, I found a college in Iowa, I went there. It was not a high level college, but for me enough. You know, I always looked at it, you know, you don't need to compare yourself to others, because like that, sometimes we always feel like a failure, yeah? But for me, it was like, okay, what can I do the best from this? You know, how can I make my tennis that was not great, it was like average, normal average tennis, local tennis, and how can I create something from it? And for me, that was success, going to US, and actually that was the turning point going to US, because then from nowhere you start from fresh. You kind of clean slates, and you can become someone new. And I think sometimes in life we all need this time where we can become someone new and not be
rejuvenated. We should feel rejuvenated,
because probably, you know, subliminally we become opinions of others, not our opinion, but something what society tells us, and you're like, you know what, maybe they're right, maybe I'm not that good, or maybe I'm not that smart, or maybe I'm not this, and you start believing it. Once you start believing it, you start living it. Once you start living it, you're confirming your own beliefs, and you're like, you know what, they're right. So when I went to US, it was different environment. That's why I really like US, because it's a land
of opportunities.
Exactly. How cheesy it sounds, but for me it was great. I could be what I thought I can be, and even in that environment, I was, you know, normal small college, really small college.
What did you study?
I studied business administration. Nothing great, just something general, you know, start. And at the beginning, I didn't even think I'm going to make it. I thought I'm going, you know, I had C's. I was not a good student. I failed some classes. And then at a certain point, at the third year of college, and that's where I got my coaching from, the coach that was there. For 2 years, he was, how he said it, he was dragging me, kicking and screaming. He said, I will do whatever it takes to get you to graduate. Yeah. So because of him, I stayed 2 years in college. I won't even go back. I was like, this is not for me. I cannot handle this, English, blah, blah, blah. But I learned to handle it. And in the third year, I got caught cheating in class.
Oh.
Yes, that's right. Because I was just looking at how, so professor took me, and that was not comfortable, but actually it was pretty interesting. He said, look at a mirror, and you know, it's a typical thing, but for me, it kind of kept me like, oh wow. He said, you know, you need to love who you see every day there.
What influence do you think your coach had on you than the coach that you are now?
Yes, and that's, you know, we spoke when we talked, and I didn't think for twice. You know, people think, I think what influenced me is caring. I really like when someone cares. You can see that they're willing to do whatever it takes to help you, or they really are up there for you.
So they have to be genuine.
Just it needs to come from the heart, and that's what I got from Coach Jerry Hampton in college. Yeah, like I told you, he even 2 years I was like not so good, but he believed in me. He believed in my core values. He believed who I can become, and that's why
that's important.
It's very important in my case, and now I believe in, because I think everybody can play great tennis, but once you realize that whatever you do is great and you don't need to do more or less, just be yourself. It's nice, and it's nice feeling when someone cares for you when nobody else cares, because there's a saying, if you say one positive thing during the bad times, it's worth like 50 things during the good times. So for me, that's true coaching. It's caring, it's finding a way to help a person to see things that they cannot see in the moment when the emotions or circumstances go over them. So that's what I try to do, and that's how I try to coach. Yeah.
Please share with me your IMP philosophy.
IMP philosophy, that's how it came to IMP philosophy, because I always wonder why certain people are successful and not, even if they start from the same point or even below. And that's where, through reading the books, learning about new areas, new genres of or characters or successful people, I realized it's about their attitude, about their perspective. There's two mindset, and that's from Carol Dweck, the Mindset book, which is a great book I highly recommend. There's a fixed mindset and a growth mindset. And something you're comfortable, you're in a growth mindset. Something that you love to do. Maybe you love dancing, and there you will try a new move, you'll try this, you'll go faster.
So you're more open.
Exactly.
Yeah,
and you see
things.
yourself as a person who can grow in that area. But there are certain things in our lives that we have a fixed mindset, that we believe we cannot be good at that for certain reasons, and we shut it down. And successful people are people who can be in growth mindset. And I believe we are people of habits. What you do in 24 hours, that's basically your 24 hours. You put it in a week, if you put it in a month, that becomes your life. What you do consistently is that who you are. So excellence is not an accident, it's actually a choice.
So excellent is not an accident,
Yes.
it's a choice.
It's a choice.
I love it. Yeah.
It's a choice. It's
I'll
a habit.
try to remember that.
Yes. So I start researching, like I said, all successful people across the board: politicians, athletes, singers, all the people who I believe achieved something out of nothing. Yeah. And I found habits, and then I start connecting patterns. So I was like, let me put 4 habits. They all have together that actually I can translate in my own life or to my own player and see how that can help. And that's how I came with IMP attitude. And IMP attitude stands for word impossible. So when you see it, it tells you exactly what it is, impossible. But when I lower the letter M, imagine lowering letter M, what do you get? How do you read
Impossible.
it? Impossible.
Yes.
Exactly. So the point is, the moment you change the way you see things, things you see change. So instead of trying to change someone else or circumstance or people around, change yourself. Once you change yourself, everything around changes. So 2 words you need to realize that you need to change in your dictionary: problems and failure. Failure is learning. If you do not fail, you will never learn, because how can you learn if you didn't try? If you don't try, how can you move forward? So there's actually no failure. Only failure is not to get up. Only failure is not to go one more step. That's when you fail. That's when you close the door to any kind of opportunity. So the problem is actually opportunity. And people ask, so how is that opportunity? It's a freaking problem. I say, yes. So we are not trying to pretend, oh my God, there's no problem here. No, I'm saying there's a problem. But who do you need to become to solve that problem is your opportunity. What kind of person, what kind of skill set do you need to have to solve that problem? So once you see these things, you're like, wow, everything that's happening in my life is actually happening for me and from me.
Okay.
And that's the key, because
it gives you power.
Exactly. That's right. It gives you power, that you know that things are happening from your responsibility. We cannot, right now, the ship is passing by us. I cannot influence on that, but I can influence that I don't react towards that and I stay focused with you. It's my choice.
So you learn to control yourself in the
That's right, and that's why
yeah.
we have 4 habits. That's why I put 4 habits, and actually it comes from a Stoic philosophy, because I believe Stoic philosophy, fantastic philosophy like Alexander the Great, turning the things upside down. Yeah. So whatever happens, turn it in your way, because otherwise it's still going to be there. It's not going to disappear. It's about what are you going to do about it? How are you going to make it in your own benefit? How are you going to benefit from it and grow from it? So first habit is setting goals. Every successful person has clear set goals. They know where they're going. Because if you don't know where you're going, any road will take you there. So it's a that's
so
right.
all roads lead to Rome? Is that correct?
All roads lead wherever you want to go.
Yeah.
Because if you have clear no's, it's very easy to say yes. If you know what you don't need to do, it's very easy to know where you're going. And also when you're setting goals, you need to go from top to bottom. So you need to see your end goal. You need to see if you want to go, let's say, to Adelaide.
Yeah.
That's the goal. But now let's work ourselves here. What is the next city to Adelaide? The next city, all the way till the first step here that you know, I need to go on the tram, I need to take a cab. So you see how it goes.
Yeah.
Once you have cleared that, you have a clear path where you want to go, you have the first step. Second habit is take massive action. Don't a little bit, don't just on Mondays or Fridays, every single day. If that's 1 hour you have in your day, because we all work something, maybe not your dream job. Consistency every single day. If I would like to change, if you would like to change your life, you just need to look at your 24 hours and see what habits you want to move out and what kind of identity and behavior you want to put in. And then you repeat it and repeat it and repeat it. So once you took massive action every single day, you go power of choice. Third habit. That's a superpower.
Yeah.
We all have it, but we don't use it because we react. Between action and reaction, there's a space called choice. And we need to practice it to make it bigger. Otherwise, we are going to be reactive to other people's lives and not active towards our own choices, towards our own goals and our own direction.
Yeah.
Yes? So that's very important. And how we get to there, it's a 4 habit. It's called the willpower. Willpower is a bucket we fill on every single day. We need to protect it because sometimes it's not easy to go gym. Sometimes it's not easy to do the things that you need to do, but you don't have energy, and that's why you need to protect it. Let's say small habits. Protect your 1 hour before bed. Go over your day. See, oh, today I did this good. Today, no, I didn't do that. Let me put that tomorrow. Let's not put that away. So you see now you are developing.
It's like analyzing.
Analyzing.
Yeah.
That's so you protect your evening. So you shut off 30 minutes before internet or light so you can sleep better, because sleep is the number one charger for everything. You can drink much as coffee you want, whatever, but if you don't have a right sleep, you don't have anything. Yeah. Then protect your mornings. First hour in the morning, you want to protect it. You don't want to, once you wake up, react to the world around you. No, take care of yourself. See, what do you need? So what do you need?
So respect your needs.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you meditate for 5 minutes. You breathe for 5 minutes. Take care of your body. Take care of your mind. Write gratitude. Gratitude is an amazing thing to feel better immediately in life. People tell me I'm not rich. I was like, seriously? He's like, yeah, I don't have money. I was like, okay, how much you would sell me to smile at somebody or hug somebody or call somebody? Would you sell me for $1 million? No. I was like, oh, really?
Or the goosebumps that you get when you listen to your favorite song.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. So that's what we forget. Because why? Because we have it. We take it for granted. As a human beings, we are very easily forgettable. We go on the first date, we open the door. We take her out. We tell her how pretty she is. Already 3 months pass. All right, honey, I'm tired. Let's talk. 6 months pass. Is that the same person I fell in love with? Yes, it is.
Well, because they feel like maybe they don't have to try that hard
exactly.
anymore. Yes.
But you know why? Because there's no consequence. Okay,
Yeah.
I tell you for 2 weeks, don't wash your teeth. You're going to say, "Is a hell no." Why? Because there's a consequence. If we do not have a consequence, we really don't care. That's why we need to have self-discipline and willpower. Because right now, maybe if I don't go to the gym, it's okay. But if I don't go for 1 year, 2 years, my back will hurt. I'll go to hospital. Now we have a bills, we have this. And that's a small problem. There's a bigger problem that right now we don't see, but down the road, it's a problem. So those 4 habits: setting clear goals,
1, yeah,
taking action,
yeah.
power of choice, and willpower, and that's what I call IMP attitude. Helping people, helping myself move from fixed mindset to the growth mindset. So that's now a development, and I want to have a clothing line, because the clothing line for me, it's going to be, I want to give people the mindset, not the clothing. Because once you wear it, let's say you have your favorite team and you have clothes, yeah?
Yeah.
You are not anymore just a person, you are their fan. you breathe differently. You go cheer. You know there's a community. You're in a different mindset. And that's what I want to give with clothing. I want to remind people who they need to be or who they can be today. Yes? And like that's the key. So let's say somebody middle class, upper class buys a shirt, they have a value, everything. So it's not, and then I would like to create money, like to create foundation, and I would love to help kids without parents, to help them to learn about IMP attitude, to get them education, because I think education is power.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
Yeah, so that's the key, and that's why I'm doing this with tennis, and that's why in 3, 4, 5 years.
So this is your grandiose plan.
That's my
and
grandiose
your aspiration.
plan. Yes, and I want to work with athletes who represent that. That's the key.
Yeah, wow.
I want to empower people to, when they go on the tennis court, they represent much more than forehand or backhand. I want them, when people see them, I want that they want to be a better person. That's why people go see Roger, Novak, Rafa, because they represent something, some values that they get aspired.
Yeah.
So that's the key, and that's why I want to change a little bit of industry. I want to change this, not this community, just I want to create more value, not change, just create more value.
Yeah.
So tennis players, they can inspire millions of people, and they are. So why not inspire more values, more things, and not just for, and everybody will grow from it. More fans, more everything. That's how I see it. And the whole society, whole system is working. So everybody is supporting everybody. And that's the idea behind IMP attitude.
Izo,
Yes,
our
Alina.
most favorite question of our show.
Yes, let's do it.
What is the most unique experience have you ever had?
Well, I will tell you something. I got it for my birthday. At that moment, it was skydiving. Yes.
Okay.
I was skydiving. And the thing is, I'm afraid.
How could you fit into an airplane?
First, I could not fit in an
skydiving?
airplane. There was like 6 people inside, and we are all like crumbled in small Cessna. And I'm like looking down. It's like 5,000 meters, and it's open door. And I always wanted to do it, but I'm afraid of heights. And I'm a big believer. You should always do something that is uncomfortable.
Okay,
Because
so
challenge
yourself.
Yes, get out of your little comfort zone, because you realize, oh, okay, I can handle this, and you grow, you expand. But this was very unique, because once you come out there, you realize, okay, there's no way back, and everything looks now really real. And you go out there, and there's somebody behind your back, and you ask yourself a question. Well, maybe I don't know what they had today for lunch. Maybe they had a fight with their wife. Who knows what's going on? Is your parachute going to open? Please save me. And you get out of the plane, and
So do they like push you out?
So let's say the instructor is behind me, and you get out, and you're dangling. You're like, you're like, oh my God, what's happening? And you have all the instructions what you need to do. You need to be like a banana, blah blah blah, and you go just. And first 5 seconds, your brain cannot comprehend that you are outside the plane.
That you're airborne.
You're airborne,
Yeah.
and you're just out there, and you do not realize how much you scream, how much adrenaline is going through your veins. So first happiness comes when the parachute opens. You're like, oh my God, we're not going to die. At least not this soon. We still have a chance, but we are not going that fast to the ground. So you're happy about that, and then when you land, you just kiss instructor. You're so happy. You're like, thank you for saving my life. You're the best ever. And then for 1 hour and a half, because so much adrenaline, so much fear went to you, you are zoned out. So I was just standing like this for 1 hour. The best feeling in the world.
All those endorphins.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I would do it again. I'm scared, but I will do it again, and hopefully,
Parachute will open again. Hopefully.
Exactly.
Yes.
So that's the goal. So.
Well, thank you so much
Alina.
for your time. We wish you all the best.
Thank you.
And we are looking forward to watching all the matches.
Yeah, I know. And come
and we
over.
want you to enjoy Melbourne.
I am, and anytime I'm here, and now we have great contact. Please contact me for anything that you need. But I already see you got that covered. But thank you for having me, and I really enjoyed it. I feel nice and honored and humbled that you took time, and thank you for that.